Hey everybody, it's Joe Delara, and I've got three of my favorite picks for today's Sunday NBA slate. The first game and the first pick we're going to be looking at is the Milwaukee Bucks versus the Miami Heat, and the player prop that I'm targeting is Giannis Antetokounmpo over 11.5 rebounds. He's had a pretty good history against Bam Adebayo, going over this line of 11.5 in 8 of his last 11 games head-to-head. Additionally, when we look at Giannis's history in the playoffs, we know that he plays more minutes, we know that he sees extended run, and last season in the playoffs, he hit this 67% of the time in 8 of 12 games. I like Giannis to continue this, crash the boards, and be the best rebounder on both teams in the series and go over 11.5 rebounds in Game 1. For the second play that I'm looking at, we're looking at the Los Angeles Clippers versus the Phoenix Suns. And the player prop that I'm targeting is Devin Booker to go over 5.5 assists. One of the things that I like here is from a rotational perspective, we've gotten to see him play alongside Kevin Durant for 8 games now. And even though Durant's had some limited minutes, we should see both Durant and Booker play extended minutes together in their first playoff game playing on the same team. In the 8 games that he's played alongside of Kevin Durant, we've seen Booker's assist rate jump up, and he's actually recorded 6 or more assists in 6 of the 8 games that he's playing alongside of Kevin Durant. In this game where the Clippers can match up and do a lot of switching and kind of play pretty well defensively against Phoenix, I expect to see Booker dishing the ball to have more fluid ball movement, and I like him to go over 5.5 assists, especially if you can grab this at plus money. For the final player prop that I like today, I'm looking, and this is going to be a nerve-wracking spot, but I'm looking at Nikola Jokic under 22.5 rebounds and assists. Look, part of what we've seen so far throughout Jokic's career is he's been dealing with players and teammates that have been injured in the past, right? But this time the Nuggets kind of come into the series pretty healthy, and I think that's important because he's going to be able to defer and kind of lean on some of his teammates as well. However, one thing historically is that Jokic has been a little bit more active on the scoring end of the ball. And in the playoffs, we see his average drop to just 6.4 assists per game. This number at 22.5, I think is just a bit high. And it's a number he's exceeded in just 4 of his 25 playoff games since 2020. So I'll take him to go under 22.5 rebounds and assists. So to recap, my 3 favorite plays for today's NBA slate are Giannis Antetokounmpo over 11.5 rebounds, Devin Booker over 5.5 assists, and Nikola Jokic under 22.5 rebounds and assists. Best of luck on your wagers today and enjoy the rest of your Mondays.